If you are struggling with the Town Hall 11 Zap Mass Switch attack, or you're brand new to it, this video is going to break down everything that you need to know about this attack and how to earn more 3 stars. First, we want to start on base identification. It's very important for you to understand exactly where you're going to be hitting from and what you should be looking for. In general, you are going to be looking for different things, more specifically the multi-target infernos. These are typically going to be either in the core of the base or somewhere around there. You want to make sure that you're getting rid of them not just to create pathing, but also to make sure that you're making this attack a lot easier. After this, you want to try and then focus in on the Eagle Artillery, no matter if it's more offset or if it's in the core of the base, no matter if it's an anti-2 or if it's an anti-3. While scouting, you may also want to consider the use of different siege machines. The Wall Wrecker is a great choice if you do not have access to the Siege Barrack. The Wall Wrecker goes specifically for the Town Hall, meaning that you want to use this either away from the Town Hall, or if the Town Hall is in the center of the base, you can use it in any area. Another good part about using the Wall Wrecker over the Siege Barrack is that the Wall Wrecker will be able to open walls by itself, unlike the Siege Barrack where you will need either a jump spell or super wall breakers to break through consistently. Another thing that you may want to consider is what to bring in your Wall Wrecker. Normally, my favorite is going to be using Valkyries within the clan castle. However, you can also go ahead and use a Yeti and Ice Golem. The Yeti Mites will help support everything in the core, like your heroes, and the Ice Golem will also provide a bit more tankage for both heroes and or witches. The Siege Barrack, however, is another great siege machine that you should try to bring if you have access to it. The Siege Barrack has a couple advantages over what the Wall Wrecker has. Even though it won't be able to break open walls, it's completely stationary, you will still be able to use the P.E.K.K.A. and wizards that come in from that in order to kind of either create a funnel, use it as a couple more support troops for the witches. Along with this, you will be able to create a funnel with it and also make the P.E.K.K.A. act as a tank. Another good part about using the Siege Barrack is you have Hog Riders from that Siege Barrack, so that means you have even more troops compared to the Wall Wrecker. The best part about using the Hog Riders is that you can dictate if they're going to be going in for the Eagle Artillery or not. If the Eagle Artillery is in the center, all you really need to do is clear any defensive buildings around there and have the Hog Riders from that Siege Barrack specifically go in for the Eagle Artillery. That's about it. The other thing that you could use it for is just to support everything towards the back end of the base. That way you're able to still get rid of those defenses. So if you still have units kind of moving in like the Wizard, Witch, or Archer Queen getting rid of the Eagle Artillery, then you could really use the Siege Barrack to create a funnel, use it as a tank, and then also have the Hog Riders to support. The ZapQuake is going to be the next thing that you should be doing right after you do your scouting. So you want to make sure that this is the first thing that you do. So starting off, you want to use the lightning spells and earthquake. 4 lightning and 1 earthquake is more than enough to get rid of 1 inferno tower. So that means in total, normally you're going to be bringing 8 lightning spells and 2 earthquake for 2 different inferno towers if they're kind of split apart. However, if they are close together within the range of an earthquake, then you can go ahead and use 4 lightning spells on each of the infernos and 1 earthquake that surrounds both of them. This is just one option that you can do if they are both in range. However, if they're in range of an Eagle Artillery, then you can go ahead and use 4 lightning spells on both the Eagle Artillery and also on each of the Inferno Towers, and then use either 1 or 2 earthquakes depending on how far the Inferno Towers are from each other. That way you're able to guarantee getting rid of the Eagle Artillery along with the Inferno Tower. Now, if you do not have max lightning spells, if you only have level 7 lightning spells, don't fret. You will still be able to use the Zap Mass Witch. You will need 5 lightning spells and 1 max earthquake to get rid of a multi-target inferno, giving the total of 10 lightning spells and 2 max earthquake in the clan castle if you don't already have 2 max earthquakes. So you just want to make sure that you are considering those factors when using this attack. Once you're done with the lightning spells, you can then go into sending your attack in. Look for the Eagle Artillery. Focus in on the Eagle Artillery when you're doing this attack. The biggest thing that you want to do is looking for your entry point. So you want to enter in where you can easily get to the Eagle Artillery, whether this be with your heroes and witches or with the Hog Riders, giving them access to that Eagle Artillery. Having a tank in front of the witches, including the Golem and Ice Golem, are going to be great options. The Golem should be used when you have really your golems maxed. If you don't have max level golems, the ice golems are another great option. Unlike the golems, however, the ice golems do not have very much health, meaning that they will die fairly quickly compared to a golem. However, to make up for this, they do have a death freeze, which can be used to support the witches on the outsides very, very well. Another thing that you may want to use the Ice Golems for is if you want to bring them for the 4th tank. It can be used to benefit the side where it's specifically being used in, and you can use it to kind of help still support more of the flanking witches that are on the outside of the base. Golems, on the other hand, are a lot more tankier, and if you have them maxed, you will be able to still get through a lot of good bases, because they're going to be able to tank for a long time. Usually you want to try and spread them around so you're still protecting the witches, creating the funnel, and staying on the outside, along with pushing everything in and keeping a tank there for the wall wrecker or for the rest of your heroes as they move in, so they're not taking any initial damage. Now, using this, you can, of course, go ahead and create the funnel by either using the witches on each side in order to make sure that you're creating the funnel for the rest of your witches, or you can go ahead and do a queen walk, which is just going to be using the queen on one side with healers, along with the warden to help protect her by giving her a little bit extra health, and then walking her in a specific direction, and that way she's able to create one side of the funnel. No need to use witches in this case. However, if you want to go ahead and still use the golems, then you can just send your witches in a line after you've created the funnel, so you can send a majority of your witches into the base to support your heroes. The Warden Eternal Tome is another big thing I want to mention here, as well, as it's going to be very important. You're sending in your Warden with all of your troops, so you want to make sure that you're using the Warden over either the wall wrecker as it pushes into the core, or you may want to use it on a big group of witches. That way what you're able to do is support the witches even further, keeping them from taking any damage, and you're still moving through. Using it on the wall wrecker is always going to be a great option because you don't want that wall wrecker to pop too early, and using the Warden ability will support that to go even further. Dealing with the clan castle is another big thing that we want to talk about as well. Dealing with the clan castle, whether it's an E-Drag, Inferno Dragon, or Baby Dragon, you want to make sure that you're able to poison it up. That way what you're able to do is not worry about it so much. It's going to get slowed down in terms of both its hit speed and its speed in general, and it's going to make it a lot easier for you to get through it. So if you see a lureable clan castle, lure it out by either using a barbarian or hog rider and make it easier for you to do this attack and dealing with the clan castle. Outside of this, you should be able to overwhelm your witches as they don't really need much spell support. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell for more educational Clash of Clans content like this video. If you guys enjoyed it and you watched all the way until the end, make sure that you guys leave a comment down below telling me what you guys think about the video, and make sure that you guys join my community Discord server, follow me on the social, and use code CorruptYT in the Clash Champ shop to save 10% off your purchase. Other than that though, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Corrupt, signing out.